better you much raman. Better you much raman. You was a gank, Metazika Coco, Pamana, Nantimo. You was a gank, Mercy Dombo, Amanatemo. Abamawa, Mawa Bebrama, Wana Suno. Mami Ajua. Oh, I know Ajua. Oh, then you'll be up on your woman in Bangkok. And you'll be on your woman in Bangkok. When you do a woman, I'm and then in real, my own young to go. Give me one and Bible. Tell me about me, wanna say. Let me enjoy your mission. Let me want to go my own. Let me enjoy your mission. Let me me didn't so I'm sorry. Me was a come metal shame I'm anatemo. Me want the come Messi Basura manatemo. I found my brother wanna suno. Papa Esiama. Oh, Jessiama. Oh, what did this some papa by you? And you're no, what did this some papa by you? Why ain't me? I brought me home by my mania. Papa, my own young to go. Give me one and Bible. Didn't be a buy me born to say. Pray, Baba. Enjoy your mission.
To stream on YouTube and AudioMac. You can download it straight from www.djsedan.com. Also follow DJ Sedan on all social media platforms.
Hey. Start with number 6. What would these tickets mean to you?
I have loved Marina since day. I've gone to
Minyantaba, I'm coming to my car, don't you? Now I want him, Minyantaba, come to say I brought no more. Make to my contonche. Abahima, I don't know any more grody. Open friend of my mule. Abahima, I don't know him, dear Makumape. Open friend of my mule. Minyantaba, come to my contonche. Now what do you? Miyantabanga metu tise abranu mao. Metu makodonche. Mina munsinsamui Dio hiya beni Oh hiya tami atati entawai Ama oda baby pasa Ebo Obime singo remi no yo Afoka se yo Inti minyantaba Anga metu akodonje La wafti mi yo Minyantaba Kame tu tisanu mapeti bre Metu makodonje Oye kuma kondo Oye mama dani your head Akwa hawontabai Nasuotwa onkosure Akame tu makodonje Oya dambo Oya kuma kono Mi sense is over I got me trimo Oh mama na mi yen Kwa akonkwe yen Oh ajide bio na mekama sen
Let's go.
Akonkwa na mikana seni Akonkwa na miyenodini Ebuwo ndemi seme kuma kromo Bobobo sena matu petetu Akonkwa na mikana seni Akonkwa na miyenodini Ebuwo ndemi seme kuma kromo Bobobo sena matu petetu Aye, amanio Baby, you did to cry another amanio I can't do it, I'm done it so slow Mini an intimidate, Pimpimo Minam Sazana, so minim, baby, I make war Mananti, as me, no baby, I make war Nasenya mi amwami na mikotongo anymore Bobobo na miyedi Akwankwa na mikano senia Akwankwa na miyedi
Good evening, lovely viewers. Thank you for tuning in Bethel Multimedia. Today you are watching us live, Ladies Corner, from Bethel Multimedia. Thank you very much for joining in again. And I will encourage you to stay tuned. Today we are here to discuss another interesting topic. And the topic under discussion today is high standards ruling dating. And today the panelists, as usual, on seats are Brother Thomas and Lady Rosie, and myself, your special host, Lady Princess Mercy, original Bakope. So stay tuned, and then we'll bring you ideas, and the lines will soon be open, and you can join in to share your ideas as well. Thank you very much. So, Brother Thomas and Lady Rosie, the floor is open for us. High standards ruling dating.
Okay. Right.
Very interesting topic, isn't it?
Yes.
And a difficult one.
Thank you very much, Sister Mercy, our beloved host. And I also want to acknowledge our cherished listeners and viewers. Yeah, this is a very contemporary topic. And as we know, when we talk about dating, I mean, it's a social and romantic experimentation, adventure, a connection that two people kind of seek to ascertain whether they are compatible, whether they are suitable, whether they share the same aspirations, the same values, the same interests, the same hobbies. So to determine that, normally they have what we call the dates, as we all know. They go out on programs, they go on social functions, they attend, I mean, things that can bring them together. And during those moments, they try to understand each other. But the major question that has been asked today is, are high standards domineering, ruling, dating? You know, it depends on who is involved and who is doing what. You know, it depends on I know the main intention, ideally, is for people to ascertain whether they can commit to a relationship. Because dating, as we all know, is very casual, it's quite informal. But the moment they have what they call the defining time in the relationship, that is when they've gathered enough stock, they've gathered enough information, and then to sit down and disseminate and see and assess and analyze and evaluate, and they make an informed decision whether they can be together. But of course, it's some people come inside there with different intentions. You know, I know there are gold diggers in dating. You know, sometimes some demands are made even while you are dating, and that can disrupt the whole major plan. Some may be genuinely understanding each other, but sometimes the lady may have some unrealistic expectations, the man may have some unrealistic expectations, and depending on how they're able to discuss those things to have an understanding. Otherwise, dating these days, actually, there are some dating sites you go, and it's even very expensive. I mean, if you want to do it digitally, the digital dating, you need to pay a certain amount for a week, for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months. So that in itself is cost involving. But where people even meet, whether at the workplace, at funeral, on the street, or in the bus, or the train, sometimes people meet and then they decide to look at each other and decide to, can I get your number? Can you give me your number? Then they start. Even within that space, some people want to exploit the situation to their advantage. Others, they will just want to follow and see how that trajectory, that journey takes them to. So it just depends on how things are going and how you can assess your own ability and capacity to meet those expectations.
Lady Rose, do you want to add anything? Or?
Yes, definitely. That's a very interesting topic. I'd like to first of all greet our viewers and welcome to Ladies Corner, and thank you very much, our lovely host, Lady Mercy. Okay, to go to the question, it's very, very interesting. When I saw the topic, I said, and me personally, I believe that whether you're a woman, whether you're a man, of course, you should have standard in life. You cannot just say, oh, because you're looking for a partner, let's just put the life one aside. So you're going for anybody. You need to have standards. So I would say yes. Well, as to whether it's ruining people or maybe dating, that one will come there. But I believe that as a young lady, a young man, even an elderly woman or man, you should have standard because you should be compatible. You should have somebody that you can flow with. And I believe that when that happens, yes, it's a standard. But the only where I will have concerns is, are the standard realistic? You should have a realistic standard. But as to the question, is it, do we have to have standards? I will say yes. Even high standard, I will say yes.
Yeah.
Because it depends, isn't it? It depends. You should have high standard. You can't just go with anybody.
Anything, yeah.
So yes, I would say that
definitely.
you should have standards when you're dating.
Sure. I believe in that one too. If you are dating, you should have standards,
Of course.
and that makes you to earn your value
Of course.
in the relationship. But as all of us are saying, whereby it becomes unrealistic, that's where the issue is. And the question I want to ask again is, what are some of the things that people will portray in a relationship or in dating, period, that will like clarify them as high standard or too demanding? What are some of the things?
For me, one thing is that yes, there are standards, but when you are dealing with people, it's important for you to measure their standards. If your standards are far above, your expectations are far above those that you are dealing with, you will definitely have a problem.
Definitely.
But some of the things, for instance, you may have one of the partner above who is money conscious. They demand money. They demand high gifts. You bring a gift to the person, and the person does not value or recognize the gift. Some demand higher education. Your standard of education must be at a certain level. The car you drive must be some kind of class car. It's what I mean. Even your appearance. They're looking at you wearing designer clothes. When you wear clothes and they cannot identify the brand, it's kind of rubbish. You know, they go to functions. Then either the man or the woman start making comparisons because they've seen somebody in a different kind of attire. Oh, I wish you had worn this. I wish you had worn that. Sometimes that can be demeaning. So that kind of unnecessary comparability, comparing, can discourage people. There are some, especially the ladies, they are shopaholics. They shop 24/7. Some of them are impulse buyers. You go with them to a shop and they will shop and shop and shop. They never get satisfied. They come home and everything is there.
Yeah.
Yes, when they see it, it's like a disease.
It's part of
how God created.
I'm not sure about that. I don't know.
it's
Those are
part of
habits.
us. So
Those are those are habits.
That one, that's question.
No, there are habits because we have some other women who shop moderately.
Yes.
yeah.
They shop on demand. In other words, they shop when they know this is needed. A lot of the women, they shop on wants. I mean, they just shop and shop and shop. You get what I'm saying? But others who are moderate. So where your demands you are not moderate, you can run into problem. Where you don't appreciate, that's when it's like, oh, it doesn't appreciate. Perhaps your birthday, the lady brings you a gift or the man brings you a gift, and that gift is not appreciated because you are talking about gold, jewelry, women, jewelry. Jewelry, one of the things killing relationships, killing the dating. You scare the man away. If
I want to get my fun. Oh, it's fun.
okay, you see the point I'm making is that the jewelry, the gold bands, the necklaces, those are the things that are killing relationships. So if I'm dating you, but I'm just trying to date you based on love. But of course, love is expensive these days. I understand it's expensive. But where from the beginning, you see, a brother saw if an apart.
You need to bring something.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
if from the beginning I see that, look, I'm just entering into an entrapment, a very expensive relationship. As a man, you start thinking, can I sustain this relationship? If at the end of the day the relationship is defined and we agree that we can have a life relationship, can I sustain it as a man? Because in our part of the world, the man is seen as the prey. You see, the man is seen as a person who is in charge. You know what I mean? So, and then in charge also comes with responsibilities.
They said you should cut your coat according to your size. So if you think you can't maintain such a woman, so
No, but that's not fair. But everything
It
is
is fair.
everything
It
is
is
not
fair. That's
it's
why
not
there
on
are
material.
standards.
No, it's not on material wealth. The love that is
baby,
sustainable
yeah, it's
is
not
it's
material,
not necessarily
but
on material wealth. But I'm saying if I'm
sometimes
begging you, I start saying that you are expensive, and I think I cannot sustain. No, but you also have problems. There will
Why
be
would
women
it-
who have problems.
I'm telling
If you can
that
afford
you
it.
you know such women, they always find that their type of men.
Sure.
They do get it because the moment you start setting her standard, you'll be shocked that the standard that you set, that is what you're going to
To get
And that's when the mistake comes.
Yeah.
The mistake comes in. If standards override love and passion.
Oh, this
It
one,
doesn't-
we are
it
not
doesn't-
talking
it doesn't-
about love. We're talking about
No,
standard.
no, but even in
And
dating,
I'm
yeah,
telling you
it's
that
love.
the standard, it's good to set standard. And the people that set standards, they do get the standard
Sure.
of them.
Some of them too, they rule their relationship
Yes.
as well.
I
They
know,
do.
But most
that's
of
why-
them
that's
also
why
get
we are
what they
saying
want.
Unrealistic, but it's good to set standards.
You see-
we were young, and set standards. So, you see, I say, yeah, that's set.
You see-
Opa.
No, that's why we're having problems these days, even in relationships, in marriage. But even the man.
I was asking, what are some of the things that somebody will put up to be clarified as a high standard?
mentioned
And you were
all
talking
that.
about
Like
excessive shopping,
Yes.
too much demanding.
Yes.
That one, that's fine.
Yeah.
But what by
But
maybe
what about, I think, sir, maybe standard, maybe disrespect.
disrespect, and then somebody also too, not that the person
Those
is
are
high
values.
standard.
Those are
You
not
may
standards.
think the person is high standard. The person will like quality
Quality
things that are
Something
expensive.
woman.
To me, if you have the money to afford, you are more economical than somebody that will go and buy something cheaper, and then the next 2 years you have to buy again.
I'm telling
But
you.
somebody who aims towards something very expensive and durable.
It will be out of fashion very soon.
No. If you buy the durable one, it's not going to be.
Like you're buying good
No,
cars,
good,
you know,
yeah,
good cars.
durable one.
You're buying houses, and I'm telling you, the people that raises those standards, they do find the men to give them that standard because obeko baby, he will meet those standards. He will not go to ordinary places.
And also challenge the
Yes,
partner
I mean,
too.
yeah.
So if you have these high standards and you are not working towards it, that's where there is a question mark.
Yeah,
But if you
yeah.
work hard to achieve those standards, so definitely if you are going in for somebody like that, you have to set those standards as
Of
well.
course.
You also have to pull your weight
Pull your weight
to
for
meet
that
the
person.
person's
That's
standard.
it.
But if you can't do it, you better say goodbye. And that's why nowadays they are saying that it's ruling dating. To me, it's going to rule the dating. By the end of the day, you may be happy than to stay with somebody that you are not happy. I just want to give this example. One of my brother's friend used to come to him and was talking about their wife being so expensive. But one day when my brother asked, what makes you to think your wife is expensive? Oh, the chairs in our living room. She made us to sit in a simple chairs until she saved towards the standard of chairs that she wants to go and get them. To me, in my mind, I was saying, this woman is not an expensive person. She's somebody that wants to buy something that is
Quality
durable,
things.
that you can use it even for your generation to come and use it. And she's not just waiting for you, the man, to do it. She's saving towards it.
That's right.
So why will you call this woman to be
Yes,
expensive?
yes.
You are saying that you are sitting in
It's just
simple
like
chairs.
nice things.
She doesn't mind.
Maybe I think it depends on where both of us are sitting as a man.
Yeah.
I do that as a man.
Uh-huh.
We are the praise, yeah. We fund the relationship. So in dating,
Really?
yeah,
Not
oh
these
yeah.
days.
Oh,
Not
no,
these
they-
days,
no,
I'm telling you.
It still happens. It still
No.
happens.
It's very real.
Because as a man, I'm looking for a life partner and I'm dating you.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I'm saying that the lifestyle perhaps you are living, that lifestyle at the end of the day, I may not be able to meet that lifestyle. Okay, but I can start to advise myself.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that there are some men who will know they are not able to fund that lifestyle, but they'll find ways and means to fund it.
Ah.
Yes,
Well,
it
that's up to
happens.
them, isn't it?
So no, hold on. It's not up to them. It's for the two of you. But at the end of the day, if I do ways and means to fund it, and then you come in and I'm not able to sustain, and I portray a deceptive standard to you because that's what you want as a woman.
Yeah.
And I know I like you. So I'll do ways and means to
satisfy you.
impress myself during the dating period. I'll bring the expensive jewelry, I'll buy the expensive necklaces, I'll buy the expensive shoes. But down the line, perhaps who knows, will I be able to sustain it? And you see, no condition is permanent. There are people who are rich today and tomorrow they fall.
Yeah.
So you may have it today to meet those high standards that you guys are talking about. There's something happens. You are not able to continue. That relationship will be ruined. It happens.
Yeah.
So that is the point I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's why we are saying setting those standards based on realistic. I think
Yeah.
it's healthy.
What is realistic for you but not realistic for her?
Well,
Sure, that's fine. But as you said, during dating, two of you are together.
Yeah.
As you're saying, maybe you love the woman or you love the man. You also want to do things to impress, to stay in that relationship. But remember, you are going into that relationship for long term. If you play a deceptive character and you go into the relationship, how long are you going to hide that?
you're right
thing?
about that.
Definitely it will come to light. So when it comes to light and your partner got to know that maybe you were deceiving him or her, that's where problems will start. So I would think that you have to be real, be who you are.
Yeah.
If you can't meet those standards,
Yeah, that's
sit
fine,
with
yeah.
your partner. Tell these standards that I've come to meet you, I don't think it's realistic, and I don't think I can be able to meet your standard or provide your demands. So can we go our separate ways? This is what they will come to say. Their high standards are ruling dating.
Yeah.
But whereby the person's standard that the person has set in the relationship, some of them maybe they are realistic. But let's take it like education.
Yeah.
I've come in a dating relationship with you, and maybe you realize that my education level is a bit low, you are higher, and you are encouraging me to also acquire the same level to meet your standard. I think it's an achievement.
Yeah, of course, it's
You understand? It's an achievement because you don't want to go out with a woman that is below your standard, maybe in education or in professional. You understand? So those are realistic standards that maybe you are helping your partner to achieve. But as you said, but whereby it becomes over demanding and you can't afford it.
Yes.
This is where we come back to compatibility. You should know, is this something that I can meet for the future? Am I compatible with this person? No, because at the end of the day, I will never meet this person's demand. So why waste your time in it? I know you said maybe you love the person, so you have no choice. You also have to pretend, find means and ways. Maybe through those means and ways, you may even get into trouble and end up losing that particular partner.
Exactly.
So what's the point? So we have to be real with each other. At this point, let's go and appreciate our sponsors, and then we'll come back. Thank you very much, viewers. Stay tuned. We are just going to appreciate our sponsors, those who have allowed us to bring this show every Friday to you. It's Livingstone Healthcare Limited. Livingstone Healthcare Limited is a care agency, domiciliary care agency based in East London, Walthamstow. They support people with their care needs in their own homes. They do rehabilitation, dementia support, learning disability, and then specialist care. If you need carers to come and take care, professional carers, not just a carer, to come and take care of your loved ones, contact Livingstone Healthcare Services and will be at your doorstep with a professional and experienced high standards carers. So you can contact us on 02033 254 618 or 077 5321 683. and then we'll arrange for the suitable care package for you. We just don't take on packages. We do assessment. We come out to assess your needs, and then we put the right care package in place for you that will meet your needs. And then our next sponsor is Bethel Videography and Photography. Bethel Videography and Photography provides services like weddings, social events. They take pictures and video. If you have any social event, you contact Bethel Videography and Photography, and they will give you the high standard quality of your pictures and your video at a very affordable price. You can reach out to Bethel Videography and Photography on 075483 42670. Palm Island Lounge is a Ghana restaurant based in Housden. If you want any type of Ghanaian or African dish, contact Palm Island Lounge on 02045686170. Then we have Top Connect. It's a money agent transfer. If you want to send your money worldwide to Africa, download Top Connect on your phone, and then you get discounts from them, and your loved one will receive their money, and you have your peace of mind. Then Atalia Nursery is a private nursery school based in Bohamwood. They take care of children from age 1 to 16. They have special teachers, experienced one, professional teachers that will look after your loved one or your children whilst you be at work with peace of mind and sound mind. They will give your child the basic education that you deserve for your child. You can reach out to Atalia Nursery on 03338000239 or 0795058017732. You can get Better Multimedia on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. Thank you very much. Thank you for staying tuned. We continue with our topic today at Ladies Corner, our high standards ruling dating. The lines are open. You can call in now. Whilst we are having our discussion, you can still call in. The lines are open. You can call in. If you are calling from UK, it's 075483 48342670. If you are calling outside UK, it's +44 754 8342 So we are expecting our lovely viewers to call in and share your views while we continue with the topic. So, Brother Thomas, let's continue with the topic.
Sure.
As we were talking about high standards.
Yeah.
And we mentioned about somebody over demanding expensive gifts or over shopping, shopaholics. Some of the women are shopping. I can tell some of the men too are very bad in shopping.
Yeah,
You agree with that? It's not just women.
Yeah,
Some men can be very unrealistic with their shopping as well. They can't control it. They have to spend it. They don't know how to save. So if you meet somebody who has a high standard, a lady that really wants to save towards getting a quality, maybe something for the home, you don't call the person to be of high standard. No. This is somebody that knows what I want, and I work hard towards it, and I want to save towards it, and I get it. Something that I want to love at home. If I get it at home, I'll know, yeah, I worked for it, and this is what I want. It's high standard.
Yes.
But it's unrealistic. It's not unrealistic, you understand? It's realistic.
Yeah.
So these things, if it's being practiced during dating, I don't think I'll call it it's not healthy. It's healthy. But whereby, as we are setting examples like somebody knowing that your partner doesn't have the money or the ability.
But what I'm saying is that women of high standard, they won't go for men that they don't have the ability. Unless maybe you're already in the relationship and then you know that your partner, now things are not going well, and then you are still
in there, you are trying to make it work.
Standards. That is different. But if you want to high standard, they will always go for people that can provide. And I don't think that is wrong. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You know that even high standard can also mean that a woman that has set a standard for even the type of men that they go for. They want a man that will pamper them, a man that will take them to certain places. Even when it comes to a restaurant, you want a man that will take them to certain type of restaurant.
Not just any restaurant.
Not just any restaurant. That is the standard that the lady has, you know, set. So he will go for, because he goes to those places, that's the kind of man that he's going to meet. And trust me, he will meet them, he will get them, and they will provide. So me, I would advise our young ladies, unless maybe you haven't, it's good to set high standard, and you will definitely meet them.
Sure. And you know, some of them too, the standard that they may set is maybe the look and the appearance of the person. So maybe somebody said, I want a man that is thick, tall, well presented. I want a lady in this caliber or so. You are going in for those standard of maybe people, and you have other expectations. And you know that maybe this person I've gone, okay, this is the type of man that I want. This is the type of woman that I want to have, so that when I'm going out with this woman, I feel like very important and respected. But there are certain things in the woman or the man that I know that they don't have, which still doesn't meet my standard. Then some of them can go in for it and still want to make it work. And that's where sometimes it can lead to another issue, because this is who I am. You've come to me, love me as I am. So this is not a time for you to bring me in your life and you want to reshape me.
That's true.
So that's why these days most relationships are failing because of all these things.
Because
and you know,
they're going for the wrong people, the men that they've not. Because you've set a standard, you will go for the standard that you've set.
You actually set.
You've set a standard. Therefore, you know what you've set up. Therefore, you're looking for that particular. It's just that maybe it might take you a long time
to get it.
But
or even not at all.
Not at all. Then you just sit there till God comes.
You know,
Do you understand? But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that if you believe in that, your standards that you've set,
You have to stay by it.
Yeah, you will get it. Because when even you get close to somebody and you're having a conversation, you can know that this person is my standard or this person is not my standard.
What if the person also pretend to be?
Well, you will know. I'm sure you know.
You don't know, some people
You
are
will
very
be-
good in
so,
that.
So the person will be going and borrowing the money. Well, if you get to know and you know that the person is pretending, then I'm sure you have to.
The topic
move
is
on.
about dating, not relationship.
Yeah.
But I realize that what is coming now is about relationship.
Yeah,
But
but
when
it's
we
the
talk about
same thing.
no,
Dating,
they are
relationship.
different.
Ruling dating.
Dating is casual. Dating
So
is,
that's why you go for a higher standard.
You are still looking at each other. So when you start
To see
it,
whether
it doesn't work, you drop.
You drop it.
So
But the
that's why
moment it
you
works,
go for higher
in
standard.
terms of relationship is where you now have that commitment. When that commitment comes in, that's what we call it the relationship defining time.
Yeah.
After the dating, the relationship defining time is the defining moment. So once you now define and you agree to stay together, if your dating was wrong, if your dating was inconsistent, if your dating was built on deception, then that is where the relationship will not work.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at, you see, dating, like, of course, I meet you, perhaps I'm taking you to high events, social events, because you meet a man, I've seen that you have some particular standards, and I want you. So I might portray that I'm not your standard, but in reality,
I'm not. I'm deceiving.
so that would translate into the relationship when you're married. How for dating is hanky-panky,
Yeah.
romance.
So
You know,
that's
you're
what I'm
just looking
saying.
at things and
That's
that
what
kind
I'm
of stuff.
saying, that is dating we're
You know?
talking about. We're not talking about
So
relationship.
when it comes to dating, the point I'm raising is that you are looking at each other and ascertaining each other, analyzing each other, assessing each other to have an informed decision at the end of the day. But the issue of standards in dating, in some situations, it can be deceptive. Because until you might not know that that person is not even able to sustain.
But you're just dating.
there
You're
is-
not. You're
Yeah, but
taking
the
it
thing is,
further.
but it
You're-
isn't
I
something.
think you are taking it further. We're just talking about dating.
I know.
If I just want to date, I want to date. I'm not talking about marriage. Okay? Maybe I just want to
No,
date.
but
And
if
later
I want
on, it
to-
can
it
develop
doesn't
into
mean
something
the
else.
fact that I'm dating does not mean I'm going to marry the person.
Yeah, but the
Maybe
likelihood.
it's casual.
No, but the likelihood of you dating.
So if
I
I
mean,
want to date, maybe date casual, of course I'll look for higher
that's not
standards,
dating. That's
isn't
fun.
it?
You know, you can have fun with people.
That's
But
dating.
the moment you say you want to date, there is always an underlying.
There is some. It's leading to something.
Exactly. But you can have fun. I mean, if you go to the dating
Yeah, but
site,
is
it's
it-
very,
is it
it's
not
very
still
defined.
like the same date?
No, if you go to the
If
dating
you're
site, it's
having fun
defined.
with somebody,
Do you just want to have fun? People just want to have fun. It's not leading to anywhere. But if you look at proper dating, the way it's defined, there's
I
always an
think
underlying factor.
we are going to
You see?
looking at it in a more serious way.
Of
Yeah.
course.
When you're dating, it can be casual, it can be serious. So
Yeah.
I am talking about the casual because me, if let's say I'm dating, I will look for a higher standard. I won't just go for any man that cannot provide for me, or it's not because I cannot provide.
Why do you think the man should provide for you? It should be two ways. It's mutual.
I work. Of course, thank you. Of course I work, but I want a man that can match
At
with me.
least will be a
At
man.
least will be a man. You understand? I won't go for somebody that I'll say that cannot
But
match.
Lady Rosie, these days,
They-
women look after men. You
I
know.
mean, I'm not that kind of
But you are personalizing it. That's why you're not getting it.
Yeah.
We have the sugar mummies
The sugar
Oh,
mummy
that will
no,
even
no,
go
no,
and
no,
date
no,
a
no.
young
You
man.
have to. You have to. That's
and
why you
pay
have to
their
have
school
standards.
fees,
Yes.
furnish
So
their
if you
house
are-
for them,
then
and
you
then
don't
it's
have
built for them.
standards then, isn't
But
it?
you all women that have standards, all men that have standards. The thing is that there are like she was saying, if I'm a woman and I want a tall man, I don't care whether the man has money or not.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I
So
want to.
that means that woman doesn't have standards then.
But
You're talking about standards.
yes, no,
Higher
her
standards.
standard, no, she has standard. Her standard is that you should be tall.
Think
That's
so.
the standard.
That's the standard that
that's
she
the
has
standard.
set
Yes.
to have in her relationship.
That's the standard.
You understand? That's the man she wants to
Yes.
be. And then she's looking into it. There are certain things in this man, though that's the appearance that I want. They just want for social prestige, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I take this man out, everybody say, wow, look at Mercy's husband.
Yes.
Thick tall. But there are certain things in the man that is not meeting her standard. Then she would try now to work alongside with the man during dating for the man to achieve those things. And that's when it becomes unrealistic for the man, and then that's where it's going to rule the dating as well.
Yeah.
And then it looks like you've gotten the looks that you want, but the expectation in that looks
So
is
that
not
means-
meeting your
that- so
standard.
that means it's not higher standard.
It's high
No,
standard,
that's not for the person.
but she's trying to make it match her high standard, which happens. But at the end of the day, you know, some people, they don't even have those high standards, but very proud.
Yes.
You
Right,
understand?
yes.
They won't allow you just to come and want to change my life. Somebody will even walk out of the dating and say, who do you think you are? You can't just come into my life, start to
what
tell
to do,
me,
what to do.
do this, do that. No. Even my parents who gave birth to me have not been able to do that. You cannot do it. These days, some men are very, very proud. And then some of them too are very cheap, excuse me to use the word, to the extent that
Gold diggers. Yeah,
they
they're there.
know that actually that is not what they can provide for the woman. But because if they know that the woman has something, they'll go into it. Same thing as the woman as well. Maybe this man is looking for something special from me. I don't have it. They can also pretend or work hard to have it just because they know there's something in there for to grab. So that's the question. Are high standards ruling dating?
You see, you raise a very important point. Those who have those kind of standard, they know where to go.
Yeah.
Of course.
But
That's what I'm saying.
but there are also men who are not able to that standard, but they go and sit down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you sit down there, so of course
You know what I mean?
you
Yeah.
talk to the person. This is let's go back to the question. Say, high standard, is it ruin dating? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ruin dating because
Some
at
of
the end
them.
of the day, yeah, some of them. That's what I said. It depends. Unrealistic, like unrealistic standards. That, for example, you see a man that is a civil servant, okay, and then you are expecting the man to buy you some unrealistic cars, give you some unrealistic lifestyle. It's unrealistic. So you are not, of course it will ruin. But where you know where you are going, you know your standard, you know where to find them, you know, you go and look for somebody that matches you. So if you are going to tell the man that, oh, maybe I want, let's say, I want a Range Rover, you know the standard of the man. Therefore, you know that that man can provide for you a Range Rover. Do you get where I'm coming from? So it depends. You need to match it. It depends where you go. If you go to the right places that you meet,
you will not have
people
issues
of your standard. You will not have issues. Maybe we are talking based on what we think. Because if I'm a higher standard,
I go for high standard.
I'll go for high, man. That when I tell them buy me Range Rover, they won't blink to buy you that Range Rover.
But I don't think all high standard men to also want to be committed to some of your
That's the
demands.
point.
Yes, but
You
that's what I'm
understand?
saying.
Yes.
That is-
Some of them you see that this is the standard of person that I want to get into relationship with. So I'll start dating the person. The person sees your demands and said, no, though you know the
But
person have the
I'm talking
capability
about
of
realistic
realistic, yeah.
demands. So if I
It's
have
just
that
like if I
standard,
go in for a
and
man.
let me tell you, recently I went to Ghana. A friend of mine, just a twinkle of an eye, her TV was not working, and I was so surprised. The boyfriend just came and was like, what happened? Your TV is not working. He couldn't believe it. As soon as he go, he gave the woman money to go and buy like 90 or whatever inch.
Because he can
Plasma.
afford it and
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
necessity.
That's what I'm saying.
You
It's
understand?
necessity.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that is the standard that friend has raised.
Oh,
He
okay.
did not go for a man that cannot afford a 90 each. Do you get what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
understand.
So higher standard does not always ruin relationship. You going for a man who has it and can afford you
And
I don't think-
responsible.
and responsible.
That's
You
the way.
understand?
You
That's-
can go in for the high standard man,
And
and the person is not
responsible.
responsible.
That's what I'm saying. It's your standard. So it's the standard that you yourself you set.
Yeah.
Then you go after that standard.
Oh, hello. Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you, Ramla?
This is Pearl.
Oh, hello, Pearl.
So I was listening to you, and then I want to make my contribution. So with what Miss Lady Rosie is saying, I think I actually agree with her. Everybody, and then the standard they set for themselves, and nobody should be faulted for that. Because imagine someone getting to a certain level in life, and then the person is feeling that with where God has raised me up to, I would want someone who matches that level. I don't think the person is wrong at all.
No.
Because imagine say if you work with school, I could draw some kind of level. Now so the oko fam pena, oko phobia, Jesus growing to me. I don't think it is a standard that it's not realistic.
Yeah.
It makes sense. And also, okofa bema bia. Ebia wan kasanyama obetimi ato ama wo ho no. Sa bema no ontimi afford a quarter of it. I don't think it is necessary. Then it's better you be single.
Hey.
I think it's better you be single than go in for a man that cannot support a certain lifestyle of yours. Intimacy was standard. The person is not wrong at all. Me and I mention me a certain stage in life. My school I could drew Yaman say you're making me attain even degree in po. Now me kofa Bema own SS. Come on, like let's be realistic.
Yeah.
What would that man add to me? A woman say a bimu a few young they can do certain things for themselves, but me kofa Bema me no one mama. It will match with me.
Okay.
And I'm not for Bema Swa.
Tell me
Me want to be
miss our question. Maybe I
Yeah,
walk to school. Walk to school through certain level. Maybe Bema no or a Bema mua or sim bibia or bibia. Maybe in the standard of education and Andrew Honum. But or a Bema so bet me a show I bibia. And tell so no want me money pan a chance. So many panic chance. I will say, my man, no more show they do that standard. No. But what could she have maybe a real JSS, maybe a work with our PhD. But JSS level no drew, you know, or dim our society. No. Or bet me a show, bet me a provider, ye be as a swammer, or dog, or so done. Then until I say, or high standard of education.
Okay, Lady Princess.
Yes.
Sir, nipa no wo ho nom no. Ye san so wo obi so no so wo ko school dru enim. No so why obetimi aye otimi ye bibi wo society no. Inti no me standard that me set ya ma me ho no. Definitely I will get someone who will meet up to that standard.
Sure.
If I wouldn't lower my standards, I am not wrong at all. Because Obia menya again. Menya papa. Amo ho. Obia ne dia wo.
You get it is true.
Obia ne dia wo ho no. Like if we are being real, everybody and their partner. Obia ne dia wo ho. I'm telling you. In fact, Lady Princess, Obia set a standard dia. Nipa na enya wrong. But they should be realistic enough.
Yeah.
Men set some standard be a wouldn't say, hey, yeah. Men pinay ontini. Like set a standard that someone any nyobet obet me up easily. What I say? Internet and more beyond the one standard for the sake of say, Debbie, nothing, and Debbie. Go for what you want. You definitely get it. You will get what you want.
Sure.
Yeah, intimidate my mercy. Madam Wase.
Thank you. Brad Thomas, you have something to add?
Of course. See, that's why we have a problem these days.
Yeah.
Because people are looking for already made men. You see, it's the woman. Please let me make my point. They're looking for already made men. You see what I mean?
No, really.
There are some men who challenge themselves to crisis. Once I may come. Let's say, dating, perhaps you never even met anywhere. Yeah, you just met on the train, you met on the street, you met in the party, and then you start to date to understand each other. So in that process, if I'm the man and I'm realizing that the standards that are being set, I'm not able to meet those standards, some men would challenge themselves. So even though I don't have that immediate standard to match you, I will challenge myself to meet you. But I have known situations where the woman will tell that, look, when I came to marry you, I knew how this food was bought. I knew how this bed was bought. I knew how this was bought. So it means that from the day to know, even though those standards weren't compatible, one of them had to work towards it.
Yeah.
And in most situations with men, a lot of men do that. They challenge them. Once they love you, they will challenge themselves to meet those standards. But if from day one, your standard is pegged somewhere, and men being what we are, a lot of us can be deceptive. A lot of that can pretend to meet your match. But if the dating becomes serious and it translates into a relationship or a commitment, that is where the reality check comes in. So even though we're talking about dating, so some high standards, of course, you can do that. People start to date.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello. In fact, your pal again. I need to make my last point.
Okay.
In fact, so funny, Ebia, the standards no low, and that's a bema, Sebi, all shed and drew baby, Ewa Brabomo, You see, we have some men who are stubborn proud. Or not only you, but or not so or some kind of ego and some kind of mentality be a war banner war no mpo no one say you bet try to be brewate. So why is it that when you are going you will not just go for the one that is already made? What bet me aboa mo wan akoduru baby. Na men ko for obi a said wo ebi no nsemo. Wo san so ba be yo dwe wo me so. No. I will go in for the already made one. That's for minority.
Brad Thomas.
Yeah. So the point
Yes,
so the point I'm making is that already made marriages, a lot of them they break down.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
Not really.
I say a lot of them. And I make my point. Because it will mean that you came and met my wealth. Especially if people haven't, if they are dating at the end of the day, it becomes serious. And there's no prenuptial. At the end of the day, it runs into problems. You know, the point I'm trying to the point. I'm making my point.
Let me also add this one today.
But I haven't finished.
Today, okay, you go.
Let me make my point. You have no chance.
When you're setting a higher standard, you are coming with a higher standard.
No, I'm not coming with a higher standard.
So don't say that. No, because you said you're going for a ready-made. Me too, I'm coming with standards.
Yeah.
So I'm not just coming like that. So me too, I'm already made. So already made. Then we meet. Then we maintain a standard.
I'm already made by empty pocket.
I'm not the empty pocket one.
You see, that's the point. You see, I'm talking from we're talking from two serious angles. You know,
that one is
because I have known men that have also gone for low standard women, and they prop them up.
Yeah.
They brought them up to help them. So it's not a match as such. Now, for instance, a lot of older guys that got their businesses and that kind of stuff, they've tried a lot of business women now, and they've been failing. Sometimes they condescend. Even though they are top notch. They're somewhere up there. They have the wealth, they have the building, they have the property. But they will take somebody who is reasonable. That's the standard that they're looking at. So it's not that the two of you should be compatible, already made. I may be already made, you may not be already made, but I've seen the potential in you. And when I've seen the potential in you, I will still come for you and bring
work,
you up. That one is there.
That one is there. Yeah, that one is there. That one is there. But I'm talking about if you also have a standard and you want men that have standard, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, nobody's saying there's something
wrong.
wrong.
You're making it like there's something wrong.
No. I'm not making like there's something wrong. But I'm saying that it's running the dating into problems.
It's not. I don't think if you meet, so you're saying somebody that has a high standard cannot meet a man who has a standard.
Oh, definitely. You will.
I know.
So the question is.
And my cousin has a higher standard. The man also has a higher standard. And they complement each other.
Yeah.
The man actually loves it. Because the man was like, he has the money, but he doesn't know how to spend it. So my cousin is like, I'm helping you to spend it.
That's a gold digger. That's a gold digger.
No, she's not.
She's not. Money. Come and let's all went and yes, come and let's went and spend the money.
Sometimes life, maybe you marry and it doesn't work, and then you are matured enough. When you're going, it's not now you're going to start
life.
You look for someone.
But on the years too becomes year.
That one is when you are marrying, like you are marrying, like your first time. Maybe when you are marrying in life, you are young. Of course, you start with the video. But when you've grown up, and let's say in case there's a divorce or there's something, you don't go for the video. You go for a standard.
You've never seen dating. They go out in the restaurant, grab and part. So that you see them, they're dating. They go to a restaurant, right there on the table, they will quarrel. Because
it's not your standard.
They are not compatible. Yeah.
So that's why you
that's where the question comes in. Those standards are ruling.
It's not the standard that is ruling. They are just not compatible. But I don't believe it's the standard.
So maybe I've set a standard for myself. It's an example. I've set a standard for myself that I want a man in this particular caliber. You understand?
Yeah, it's not wrong.
Maybe a man that when we go out in the restaurant, as you were saying, I want the man to behave this way, behave that way. Sometimes it becomes too much, Lady Rosie.
No,
Maybe
true.
even when the man is trying
Let them make a
to
point
That's
now.
what,
No.
that's what we are saying today. No, that's what
No, but you are
we're saying.
cutting in. It's
That's
not making the
what we're saying.
point. You are cutting in. Let people make their point.
That's what we're saying.
if the man is trying to eat, oh no, do this, maybe put a napkin on your
that
neck.
one is
You
no.
understand? So the man will feel intimidated.
No,
You
not that
understand?
kind of
Though you've set a
standard
standard for yourself, but at least be relaxed. And I don't think setting standard for yourself should be on wealth.
No.
No, not at all. Or somebody who can provide. Setting a standard, just as I made an example, maybe the look of the person.
That's right.
I want to go out with this person feeling important. You understand? That is the standard I have set up for myself. And definitely I go in for that person. It's not about the wealth. It's not about what the person can get. And then so far as I've got the look, that's the standard I have set for myself to date. So during dating, then the other things that I want to add up, to blend, to complete my standard, then I'll work on them
Yeah, that's right.
during dating. But it shouldn't be based on money.
Money, no, that's not what.
It
I
shouldn't
can
be-
have a standard that I want an honest man.
Yes.
Somebody that will be only loyal to me. I don't want
Which will be very
a
difficult.
womanizer. Pardon?
Which is going to be very difficult, honestly.
Yeah, but at
Setting
least the
standard
person-
in your dating, and you
So you
want,
don't want an honest
there will be
man.
an honest,
Yeah.
you put it into
So
it, but
that's
it
why
should
you-
not be based on that, because the person is a
It
human
should.
being.
You can't say that, but when you're going on, nobody knew that, or you're going in a relationship and then the man will be dishonest. You
Or
don't
the
put-
woman as
you know,
well.
or the woman. You
Yeah,
don't
I
put that
watched
in
one
your head.
Nigerian movie.
That's what
It's
you say,
just as
oh,
Brother
to be
Thomas was
honest.
saying, the men can go out of their way to deceive women.
Mm.
But it's not only women, you know. I watched one Nigerian movie. The lady, because the boy that she wanted, the boy comes from nowhere. The background is not strong. They don't have money. But her standard was to get a good-looking man. And then this man has a girlfriend, a fiancée, that they were dating before he traveled. And this lady the boy's mom went for an occasion and met this lady. And once she started talking to the lady, and the lady got to know that, oh, this woman has got a man. It showed her the picture, and then the lady said, this is the type of man. And then she started lying to the woman. Oh, my father is this, mentioned a very prominent person name that is known in the country. Oh, I am the minister daughter, I am this, I am that. And what happened? This lady that supported the son to travel, when the man came back, this mother has brought in this girlfriend in the house for them to be living. Not knowing, Eka. Obi uncompleted building. She was showing it to people that she's the one building it. And then one day when this guy came, maltreated the lady that supported her, and the lady left. And then she was with this woman. One day they went out for a meal, and somebody just approached, where is my money? This lady pretended as if I don't know this person, and the man believed her. And then the name she portrayed to them in the family, that was not the name she was bearing. And then she denied in front of the man that, that's not my name is this. And then the lady left. They went to another place where she was putting up those buildings, the so-called building. They were there, and a man was passing by, mentioned the same name that was mentioned in the restaurant. And then now the guy began to think, who are you? 3 people this week has mentioned the same name, but who are you? Is your father this? And that guy said, no, she's nobody. We took her in. She was perching with my sister. She borrowed money and ran away. This building, she knows nothing about it. And then by the time this man realized that the standard that maybe her mother set for her was the wrong one, and he has wasted his time, has gone in to break somebody's heart who actually loved her. So people can pretend. It's good to have a standard, but during dating, you have to be very vigilant as well. Because though you've set up a standard for yourself, you have to be very vigilant. Just in case the person is deceiving you, you should know. With the standard, you have to be very smart as well. You have to be very clever to be able to figure out, is this person deceiving me to meet up with me, or it's real? If not, we'll end up deceiving ourselves. During dating, a lot of people lies to each other.
Of course.
Because at the end of the day, if I know, oh, I love this woman, and some people today may not even love you, but because you think you've set yourself to that standard, they'll also meet up to you.
But it doesn't mean you shouldn't set a standard for yourself.
It's very good to set, yeah. That's what I said. If you don't set a standard for yourself, you don't have value.
Yeah,
you understand? At least that also, yeah.
For that one,
You do, but you have to be very careful.
Realistic.
And then you have to be very careful as well. You have to be very smart as well. Just as you are smart to have those standards, be smart to be able to figure out the person you're dating is really real. Because some women or men go very blind. Just this Nigerian movie, I've just given an example. This is a lady that has moved in with you. If the lady calls herself to be a minister's daughter, have you visited their home?
That's it.
You just believe by words. You know, some people have the words, they can wrap you. Because if I got to know that that's what you want, I'll give you what you want.
You know, like I just want to build on the point that you mentioned. There's a lot of fake standards out there.
Yeah.
Fake standards, pretentious standards, very deceptive standards. And it's true. Either the man or the woman, they come from a very deplorable background. But because you've shown them, I'm dating you, I've gone out with you, and you've shown some standard. Sometimes people even go to rehearse it. It's like a script.
Yeah.
They'll go and rehearse it to bamboozle you. You know what I'm saying? It's very common out there. So those kind of standards, at the end of the day, you are dating, it reaches to play and it collapses. But that kind of dating was built on falsehood. I know that in some dating, when they go to stand out, okay, what are your do's, what are your don'ts? What do you want, what don't you? Some people even, they write it down and then they compare and they go and rehearse it. So if I do that, this is what you want and I love you, I'll keep on doing, bringing you information that you will believe, information that will be sweet to your ear, and that is the problem that we are having. I know it's dating, it's casual, it's informal, it can collapse anytime. But when that dating then becomes serious and goes into the next stage after dating, after the defining time, that's when the problem comes in. But of course, as for the dating bit, yeah, if it collapses, it collapses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people just need to be very careful out there. And sometimes it's very difficult to even determine that somebody is deceiving you.
Yeah.
Somebody is deceptive. Some people have sweet mouth. They will say things that will you will believe, even though there's no substance. They can rap, they talk.
Yeah.
The young men.
Let me just cut in. Viewers, the phone lines are open. You can call in, please. Call in and share your knowledge. Share your experience as well. We want to hear from you. And let me just acknowledge our sponsors once again. Bethel Videography and Photography provide wedding pictures, videos. If you have any social event, just contact them and they will come and take your video or your pictures, your engagement. Is it outdoory, naming ceremony, wedding, whatever. They'll give you the high quality standard at a very affordable price. You can reach out to Bethel Videography and Photography on 075483 42670. Then Palm Island Lounge is a Ghanaian restaurant based in Housing. You can reach out to Palm Island Lounge on 020-4568-6170 for your African dish or your Ghanaian dishes. If you want Diehu, the organic one, you can get it from Palm Island Lounge. Benku and okra and tilapia with pepper, you can get it from Palm Island. So contact Palm Island Lounge for your delicious African meal. Top Connect is a money agent. If you want to send your money abroad or worldwide in Africa, download Top Connect app on your phone and they'll give you the best deals. They have a lot of discounts for you that you send to your loved one at no cost, and then your loved one will receive the money at ease. There's no stories about your monies that you send to them. We have Italian Nursery. Italian Nursery is a private school based in Bohamwood. They take care of children from year 1 to year 16. If you want to reach out to Italian Nursery for the best education, basic education for your children, you can reach out to them on 033 38800239 or 07958 17732. Then we have Livingstone Healthcare Services. That is our mother sponsor. Livingstone Healthcare Services, the domiciliary care agency based in East London. And then they take care of elderly people in their own homes. If you have your loved one that you want a very standard care, experienced carers, we will be able to provide them for you. Just reach out to Livingstone Healthcare Services. Though Livingstone work with local authorities, they also take on private packages. They will come out to you, do the assessment, and provide you a suitable care package that will meet your needs, and they'll give you your preferred, maybe if you have preferences about the type of carers that you want, they'll be able to provide you. You can reach out to Livingstone on 02033 254618 or 077 5321 3638. Thank you very much, Envy. You can get Bethel Multimedia too on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you very much. Thank you, viewers. The lines are open. Call in and let's share our views. Time is running fast. It's a very interesting topic. Our high standard rule in dating. You're watching Ladies Corner live from Bethel Multimedia. And my special panelist on stage today is Brother Thomas and Lady Rosie, and myself, your special host, Lady Princess Mercy, the original. So call in and then share your views. The lines are open now. You can call in. The phone numbers are 0754-834-2670 for those of you who are in the United Kingdom. And those outside UK, you can call +44 7548-342670. Thank you very much. Back to the topic.
Yeah.
A high standard rule indeed. I know today is a debate
Yeah.
and can be somehow personal, but it's a topic that we need to discuss. To me, I think high standards today, probably maybe people doesn't even understand the word high standard. If you have that, excuse me to use the word primitive thinking, and you meet somebody with the high standard, you may think this person is too much, and that is whereby it's going to rule your dating. If you meet somebody who is very pompous, especially the men or some women too can be very pompous. You've met this person, and they say, okay, this is the person of the type of caliber that I want to go out with, I want to date. And maybe you're one of dating, the person will look at your expectation and will start, if the person is with, oh, who do you think you are? Why are you saying all these things? You are nothing. The person may not even get a chance to get to know you properly, get to know what you are capable of or what you're not capable of. And they can make their judgment based on that. And that one is going to affect the dating. But whereby you also actually know what you want.
Of course, that's the standard I'm
Yes.
talking about. Not the root
Not
standard,
the- yeah.
not the stack up, the ones that they look at you with their nose. That's
No,
not
no,
what
no,
I'm
no,
talking
yeah.
I said realistic.
Realistic
You
standard.
understand?
But-
So realistic, it's based on me, the person who
Yeah.
understands it.
But if you also know what you want and what you are set up for yourself and what you're looking into, the first dating you even get to know that, now, this is not what I'm looking for. And then you can advise yourself. And just as Lady Rosie also mentioned, if you have those standards, you go for those standards as well.
it.
And
It's not
Brother
bad.
Thomas, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. No, you
You
shouldn't be
understand.
faulted for that.
That's it.
But Brother Thomas also mentioned, yeah, some people can also pretend to be of that standard that you are looking for and date you. And it can become a disaster. So the question is, are they ruling? Yeah, it can be normal. I think, yeah. So what level can we say that maybe the percentage of high standard relationship are ruling and what percentage can we say that high standard relationship are working out very well for those who go in for them?
Yeah,
If you look at the scale.
Yeah, when I was looking at the research, you know, dating is categorized in different places. Like we even have religious dating. You know, in some churches or some mosques, they have a way of organizing this dating. You know, they even have seminars for bachelors and spinsters. You know, and there's a different kind of dating there. You know, and even though it's dating, there's surveillance. You know, there are rules and boundaries and that kind of. Or you can go for a function, you can do this, but the boy is not even supposed to accompany you. I mean, there are some rules around that. But when we talk about dating generally in the social realm, you know, for me, I think that those standards are ruling. I'll give it 60-40. Is what I mean. In terms of the ruling, because there's a lot of deception out there, and where people even set false standards for themselves. Where they are not is where they go to peg it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Where they are not, we know people who are not at that level, but they go to peg it because they are going to social media, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, and see standards. People have posted things there, and you know they go to borrow styles and words and a lot of things from there, and they hang it on themselves. So of course, if I'm wearing that kind of oversized coat and you go to put the standard out there, you'll be surprised that people will meet up that standard. But at the end of the day, that's not will not go somewhere because the person may detect, like you talk about in Nigerian film. There is real out there in terms of people, you know, putting themselves at places that they are not. Round pegs in square holes because you want a particular person. There are some people who are not even raised with manners. They're not raised with any values. You know, but they're going to look for certain things that they themselves are not even used to. I know wealth is not the all. I mean, it's not an end. It's a means to an end, but not an end in itself. Because anything that is built on poverty or not enough money, it's just a struggle.
It will crack.
It's a struggle. So money is always very important as well. When I talk about money, not even the physical, but property that can make you comfortable, nice home, nice car, nice this, nice that. It's all wealth. So of course, if people set their standards that they want to get into this kind of relationship, this kind of friendship, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, everybody has you must have a standard anyway.
Definitely.
Whatever that is standard, then
you
what
have
are you?
value now.
But the issue is that where you go to put standards that you don't match up,
and yet you want to achieve it.
That's where the problem is.
That's where the problem is. And you are saying if you want to scale it, it means 60-40.
Yes.
The survival rate is 60. For the survivor is 40.
Yes.
The ruling one is 60. So which means, but it's still good to set your standard.
No. I'm not saying you set your standard.
I'm not talking about
you can set your standard, but make sure that those standards that you set are standards that people can meet. Or if they cannot meet, they retire. But then that's why some people cannot even have that because the standards are even those who have they still come and see you because if for instance I have made my money, I've struggled to make my money, and I see that I've met somebody who is at my level, but I'm still looking at how we can utilize things in the prudent way. It doesn't mean because you have the same standard with me, you come and dissipation. Me, I'll run faster than how I came to the relationship. And that's one of the problems.
Okay, can I come in?
Yeah.
So I am thinking what we should have done was that the high standard, we should define that high standard. Because that maybe my high standard is not outrageous high standard. But of course, at my level, I will require certain things. Like the lady said, at my level, I cannot go for just somebody, ordinary person that you cannot have a conversation, common conversation. So maybe that person that maybe wants to talk to me will see me as I'm having a high standard because he cannot be on my level. Do you understand?
Definitely.
So we have to define that term of high standards. it doesn't mean if you say high standard, it doesn't mean it's negative.
No.
It means that I know what I want.
And that's what you're going in
and
for.
that's what you go for, because there's no need in thinking, oh, let me go for it. Yes, it depends. Sometimes it depends. The standard that you set depends on your age that you're going into relationship.
Yeah.
If you're starting, let's say you're young person, you're not going to start life, then you go for somebody that you want to at a beginner level. Then you go together. But let's say if you are an elderly person, then and you've grown in the marriage, you've grown, you know what you want, then you have to set a standard. You can't just go for a beginner level. So the standard depends on who you are.
Yeah.
How you set your standard.
And your expectations.
And your expectations. Do you understand? So I think the standard that we're talking, we have to define that standard.
High standard can be.
It doesn't mean that high standards that are outrageous.
No.
Standards that are unmeetable. The fact that you've set a standard
you
does
get
not
your
mean
mate.
that it's not realistic.
You get your
understand?
mate.
You have to make those standards realistic. However, you do have your standard. You don't just go for anybody because you want to go for anybody.
Even at all, if you...
I can set a standard that, look, I want money, I want men that are good, but I don't want a married man.
Yeah.
It's a standard.
It's a standard that you've set for yourself, yeah.
I've set for myself, and it's a good standard. So the fact that I have high standards does not mean they are not
realistic.
You understand?
I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Yeah, that's fine.
You can set a standard, but don't make it outrageous standard. You have a set. My standard is I don't want anybody who is married. I don't want anybody who have this. I don't want those are standard. Are they not?
Or somebody who is coming empty-handed to come and depend on me.
Like somebody, my aunt, one of a lady that I know is like, look, we match them up. And he said, me, I don't want the man. So we said, oh, auntie, why? Me, I don't want somebody who doesn't have anywhere to live. According to him, the man came and he noticed that the man doesn't even have a secured place to live.
And then the person becomes dependent
on him. So that's a standard that she said we were laughing.
Which is okay.
That was okay, because she doesn't
Though she wants to be in a relationship. She wants to be in a reasonable relationship.
So that was the standard.
By days.
It's a high standard.
So,
it's a reasonable standard.
I'll ask a question again. You help me with this question. You know, these days, some people, maybe you set some standard for yourself and you realize that, oh, time is running out. I know if you are determined you will get it, but it's not all of them that get what they want. So the moment you realize that time is running out, all those high standards, you are not able to meet them. And then what do?
Well, you continue to believe in yourself, because if not, you will not
Even when time is running out?
Yeah, you will not be happy, because if you just take anybody, then are you going to be happy? Because, for example, because you've been to school, you want somebody who is also educated. So because time is running out, you just say, oh, you go to Ghana, you meet anybody that you're not compatible, and then because time is running out, you go. That will also break. Because
but let's be realistic. That is what is happening these days.
That what?
People are going in for maybe partners that they are not compatible because they can wait. They have set those standards and they could not meet them. They decided to go in for somebody, not like anybody, somebody at least I will manage. So they are now managing those. So that's why the date is not there. And that is what is happening. That's the realistic of it. It's really happening. Mama fan is even sometimes maybe so be said, the relationship with baby I'm my train, the pen and what say respect be any respect be any ni pan all managing. What's now obisa ni pan na man the baby am nyinedri. My train men wo buy it, men worry die into the bender.
I know a hard dream, but if you wait, me, I believe in you're a Christian, you're a believer, you pray.
What of those who are not Christians?
Well, definitely you must be worshiping something.
Something. I don't
So
believe in
whether
anything.
You are Muslim or you are whatever. You
Yeah.
worship something.
Uh-huh.
So believe on that and you will get it.
I'm
Because
telling you, these
how
days,
come when
Brother
you
Thomas
take-
wants
Yeah,
to
you
say
know,
something. Okay.
you won't be happy.
procrastination is a thief of
A
time.
thief of time, yeah.
So I know there are a lot of people out there. Of course, if I may borrow your word, maybe a imaginary, or where I fit now.
Yeah.
And for me, there are some who are flexible in their standards, and there's no
You
human
don't
being
have to be rigid.
who should not be
No, not really.
who should not be flexible or adaptable of your own standard. So if I have set myself as a standard, that means if you are coming to marry me, you must. I mean, or if you are dating me and sending me out, you must take me to particular restaurants. You must bring this type of car. You must do
This type of dressing.
This kind of dressing, this kind of function. This is the dating. I want to date, but this is the kind of the person I want. If I date one, you come, you see my standard, you run away. This one come, run away. This one come. At some point, you need to reflect.
Yeah.
That's it.
It means
in
it's
dating,
not realistic.
You need to reflect and adjust and be adaptable to the situations and change your mindset that okay, even though these are my standards, if I'm aside the standards that have been in somebody come, will I be able to work on that? And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And sometimes people can write that for people who are fast learners. They're quite industrious, fast learners. So you have your standards that way. The person comes and is able to work through. You work together in the relationship. But there's no relationship if you don't work it together, you don't complement each other and work together. Even though it's dating, it won't last. One, people are looking for temperaments. People are looking for patience. People are looking for tolerance, love, passion. Even coming from work, the reception, the way you see me into the home. I work after a hard day, so when I'm coming in, this person that I say I'm dating who has perhaps visited me, I want the person to come and welcome me and send me messages in the morning, send me messages in the night. There are so many things that fit into dating. So if I'm not getting this, perhaps the one that I'm dating is a very busy person. Can't send me can't be sending me daily good nights.
Yeah.
I should be able to say, oh, if today I don't get a good night, but tomorrow I'll get it, I shouldn't mind. I couldn't say oh,
It must be
it
every
must be
day.
every day.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
You have to be
These are
flexible.
some of the things that you need to look at. So
Don't
flexibility.
get cry.
And
You
yeah.
are not compatible.
You are not
So
compatible.
flexibility for me, flexibility and adaptation and adjustment should come into dating and people's standards. If your standards are kunkunai, chikunai, you waste out there.
But you'll be surprised that people will even set standards for themselves that they cannot even meet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It happens.
You understand?
Exactly.
Because I know somebody since a very long time when I used to work as a carer. Very beautiful lady. There was this guy that was dying for this lady, but her standard was, I want a man like this. I want a man like
Are you
this.
manufacturing
A
a man?
man like, you understand? This person, this young guy was very responsible. And this is the lady that I don't think she even completed university. But her high standard was so that she herself cannot even meet it. And one day I was saying that all these standards that you are looking in these men, make sure you also match them. Because at the end of the day, this person that is dying for you is very responsible. You can see that the future is there. You are not even doing anything for yourself. You are on benefit. You are living in a council house that you don't even pay. And then you've raised yourself to that standard that I just told her the truth. You can imagine, she had a friend. The friend got married. She went for the marriage, condemned the friend husband, and I said, but I think she's happy. She's managing or whatever it is. She's happy. You may think it's a low standard, but she's happy. Guess what? You could see that she became depressed. Council took the house from her. She ended up in the parents' home, doing nothing. It became very. And even after if you still talk to her, she's still expecting. In me, I said, what do you?
So unrealistic.
Very, very
It cannot
unrealistic.
be realistic.
Since that you yourself, you even jobless, you don't have anything. Not that your education is high. You are still saying that, oh, this guy, David. I want a man who is thick, tall. It is too short. But what is it? And now the guy got married. And you could see in her that, oh, Miami. So that's why I said there are standards that people set that they cannot meet. And at the end of the day, they rule their own future. You understand? They are not able to get there. People are genuinely want to be in love with them. So as we said, it's good to set a standard, but also make sure that you meet those standards. As much as you are expecting your partner dating to get to that level, ask yourself, are you also up to that level?
Yeah.
So you don't put all these unrealistic demands on your partners. Meanwhile, you yourself is nobody. Some people, you see their background very poor, but they carry themselves very, very high. As if you are coming to marry from Buckingham Palace.
Sorry, in Sunday school, I don't know whether you guys had that opportunity. Whether like Gary, when we're going to Sunday school, sometimes we go with Gary.
Yes.
So that after classes, the night you soak and that kind of stuff. There was one particular lady in my class. The school food she will eat all.
And we're going to eat Gary in the dormitory.
We're going to eat Gary in the dormitory.
That's
salt.
fake standard.
Fake standard, fake.
Salt
and
not even
to be somebody you are
not even proportional.
So that's different.
No.
Meanwhile, the school food was not bad. No. But so is that kind of standard one? So amongst us, oh, this girl is not eating. I cannot eat this. I cannot do that.
No.
That's
So,
not the kind.
but in the dormitory, you go there and it is a colleague with you.
The colleague will
But
be coming.
you went to dine hall and didn't eat the food. Now you're coming to bed from our
My school mother used to be like that. He would never come to the dormitory and expect me to carry my food and bring to the dormitory for her to eat.
Why?
Not that she even have anything in her chocolate. So what I normally I would do for her, when they graze the dining hall and then they say no food is leaving the hall, I will put the food in the pan and then she will meet me by the way with empty plate. Oh, but Mercy was coming. I said, we are almost leaving the dining room, and they said no food is to leave the dining room. I don't want to be punished.
Exactly. Well, in the country, they'll punish you.
Yeah, and even I, who was her Form 1 daughter, I don't eat even from the dining room. But I will carry her plate and take it to the dining room. She wants to eat, but she's feeling so pompous. And I'll tell her that I only went to the dining room because of you. I went to collect food for you because I don't eat from the dining room. So when they said no food is to leave the dining room, I just pour it out, and then because I can't be sitting there watching people too, I'm not eating.
Yes. So that's what I said. We're talking about standard. So this is a very hungry girl, but she's still proud.
Yes, that one is stupid.
But those are they're out there. Those
They're
kind of
out
things are out there.
That's
It's
not,
not
that's not the one.
The fake one, the fake one. Just like this lady that I
Lady
just
of
gave
Malabar.
and gave you an example. Up to now, maybe no serious man in her life.
We
You
have a
understand?
friend like that.
You yourself are not even working towards those standards that you are expecting in a man. So how realistic
But if
are
I'm
you?
coming for you, if I come to date you, I wouldn't see anything. I see that you are. I don't see those, but you are expecting too much from me. So
She
what would
actually
you
look down on that young girl.
Yes,
We
it's
always,
good.
that's not the type of man I want. If the man give money, she will take. But that is not what she wants. Meanwhile, you yourself, what you are expecting from this man, you don't even have it.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
dating is good.
viewers, the lines are open.
That one is a fake.
I believe we are not talking to ourselves. Please call in and contribute. We'll soon bring the show to a close in the next 10 to 15 minutes. So we are waiting for your phone calls whilst we are discussing.
Yeah.
The topic again is high standard ruling dating.
But for me, I think whatever it is, dating is an necessary evil.
Yeah.
It's a necessary evil. It works in some situations, then it works in some situations.
So it's life.
It's
But,
life. It's part of
But
life.
it's very important that it's part of our journey.
Yeah.
To get in a relationship. It just depends on how that is. Some people even they are both working, but they
are very happy.
cherish it. They are happy.
Yeah.
You know, I'll walk to your house, come and pick you, we walk together in the pub. You know, I mean, I'm dating, we're telling each other, we are engaging. In the night I call you, you call me, we are dating, we are talking. So those kind of things, you know, even though they are standards, but there are not any outrageous standards. There are not standards that anybody cannot
afford.
You know what I mean? So for me, that's how I look at it in terms of what you want out there. But if you get it moderate for me and build on it, even some people also pretend they may have it. They have everything,
But they pretend to be
they will
poor.
pretend and lower themselves to see whether there's real.
There's you can
some
reason
chemistry. When there's a
properly.
chemistry, but in dating, you should be able to establish that there's chemistry. You know what I mean? And somebody can say, look, because I'm looking for a long-term partner, let me not show this affluence. Let me not show this wealth, so that people come and marry your wealth.
Yeah.
So I will lower myself and then see. So somebody may see you, somebody may even be high, but still see you. Oh, I think this person has some respect, some values. Yeah, he has some money. He has the potential. What some people forget in dating is that they think there's no potential. They see you and think that's your testimonial.
Yeah.
This is how life has made me. Some people have potential. You give them the chance and the potential will blossom. So for me, that's how I see dating. You see, I will want to pretend. I want to know, then I see. But somebody will see and say, no. Even though you are at that level, there's potential in this guy. There's potential in this woman.
You can work it out.
You work it. You see, but where it's like, no, this is my standard, this is my script. It's either this or it's not this. That's where time will consume you. You go into menopause. And you run into chemical problems. You know?
It's not just the women or the men as well.
But men to go into papa pots. The men to do that. So men
I think the men start advantage more than the women. You go, even a man at the age of 60 can still get somebody at the age of 30 to marry.
Abraham, how old was Abraham?
Yes. But you, the lady, if you don't stand that, if they are not meeting them, by the time you realize you're in your 70s without no meaningful man in your life.
Sarah could not wait, even though that was God's plan. She could not wait.
Yeah, she got her house help too.
Yes.
To fulfill God's promise.
Yes.
And God said that's not a promised child.
Yeah. So sometimes waiting is dangerous because
sometimes too waiting is good.
Dangerous. You wait when you wait till that kingdom come. So it's not dangerous.
God, you see when Sarah couldn't wait, you see what happened.
But it's not everybody who believes in God. We have atheists. People don't believe. Not everybody believes in God.
Yeah, but us that believing.
No, but we are talking to the general world. That even those who don't even believe in God, and if they start to wait, but some people will wait till that and get discouraged and frustrated and go into depression.
But what if you're waiting and nothing is coming? Naturally, you're waiting. You haven't genuinely.
You've not even met anybody to express those standards.
And nothing is coming. What do you?
That's very rare.
You continue to wait.
No, that one. That's why the reflection comes in. You reflect, you adjust, you adapt.
You think so?
Yes,
they're just there. They're waiting and nobody's coming. It's not like they have standards. They don't have any.
No, everybody has standards. Everybody has standards.
One or two, everybody.
Everybody has standards.
I remember this our friend. One day we had a girls' night out, we were all there, and she brought the list. Hey, it was long. I didn't even know that people make lists.
People have lists.
People do. What are you talking about?
So we were all surprised. It was like, the man doesn't have to have any diseases. We were like, really? Diabetes, all over. We were all shouting. Yeah. He doesn't have to have this belly. He doesn't have to. We were like, all the ladies were like, what? You have this long. Yeah. It needs to be this one. It needs to be very active. Then we said,
that's why in the dating, I told you that some people go with pen and paper.
Yes.
Write your list and I write my list.
My list. People do that.
And then they cancel out.
Oh
yes.
They do that during dating. People have their list.
Yes.
With my do's and
my don'ts.
That's not realistic.
Yeah. So
no, it is. No, for me that's better.
Once you do that, I mean that makes it fake. It doesn't make it normal.
No, for me that makes it realistic.
You're right.
Yes, and then
you
be cancelling out. You cancel and then it will
which
come
one
to
you can meet and
which one you can't meet
and which one you need to work towards.
No, but it's happening. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. We are old fashioned, so I'm telling you,
it's happening.
I'll find this so weird that you bring me a paper. Right?
No, they say bring your list. Like your friend has a list.
Don't.
Your friend also tell me to bring my list. So we are comparing and cancelling out.
but it's true.
Uh-huh.
She had the long list.
Yes.
You were like, what?
Yeah. She's a serious girl.
You know, you cannot work in any ordinary job. Oh, you can't do this. You can't. It was a long one. We laughed.
Wow.
And she's still single.
The lines are still open, viewers. Mom, friends, and now your topic now, you're discussing. I just say, oh, the bready, wabrabo mo expect to say obi a opese on ne nante no e was on so I will be eno na ye hwe e was say obi a wo high standard na say opese okọ relationship one as opese o date obi a eno ene e ka ho asem enne ena ye nyina gitum say yes e was say at least o set standards bi ma ho eno na emma udimu as oba and as a bem enipa de so o call your friends saying relationship one as o she obi a done na say o need the brebia or wabrabo one as on set standard bia na chese o nim eno e the problems we bring so ba e was say utimma oboye din na also mbo the nipa na on ne be nante ne be hu say oh oba ya na say bem e bia oni bi but ne bo din osombo e wo kwan we so eno ho asem enene yeka enti mum friendsim ye de adwumadie ne beba ewieye in the next 2 to 5 minutes so bia am friendsim a ye beda etiefu ase so wona wonya adaji etna ase etuni imwamo Facebook mwamo YouTube mwamo Instagram mwamo TikTok amo share Yebeka say da mo ase ene mo mre se nya mo a ankade bia ye betena ha se ye di edwumadie a ye friend Ladies Corner e de brem enti ye be san prepare another topic e de abrem next week ye ba ha bia ye be ka abrabom nsam mema ne emma asetena mo nantie mu topics a ye de ba eboa ye especially ma yo na omo ba ne memu na omo ba no eboa mo some so more relationship bi mu na mo ahwe say eh niema bi say ene wo say ye ti ase say ene social media educate mo ni nyina mu na sometimes so munya free experience once and so hono ma almost say experience is the best teacher eno no ebeboa enti da ma say munyina adwene samre ye besan kwa koda one more so yesene and net maybe adwumadi ba ye beda o masibiem ya bom hodowro omo bi ne hwan mu Livingstone Healthcare Limited Livingstone Healthcare Limited domiciliary care agency a omo hwe ti se mpenyimfo mo nyine anasa yarefo nkola wo mo ankasa omo fie yes also the carers campus co day center in case no nim day center bia omo high carers it meet the carers any betimi assign a contract ye bo anya din de bia as we say ye nim say one omo yare na show until we try to be very reasonable with our pricing mo contact ye na say day center we ebia agency be charge ye mo no ye en charge mo sa enso ye san the carers ye train you omo a omo experience omo bank some support service users and as a client no center hold mo ni beje samunya day a Livingstone Healthcare Services care all day center mo be dia dance ampa they've got the training so mami oba onua bi and also what for bi so here private care and so a ofre ye na ye beba aba be assess ni pan yare a home environment na ya suggest the package na e was say di to home na ene boss be enya di for albetimi o adwuma mu a onni dadwen biara ne to enye kro ye be make sure say bibia ye be take responsibility of everything any concern ye be raise with the GP the local authority social services ye be ni nyina ma na waje wa home unim kwan obefa so ye be and the next sponsor to biom Palm Island Lunch Ghana restaurant Ghanaian restaurant wo housing enti okohonom so ogugulu omo a omo TikTok omo YouTube omo Facebook omo Instagram mo a yese esaweni and sell catch us then. Well, cause so share. Yes, say ahwenepa enkam fone ho. Nti mo a mo visit this restaurant. Mo a mo besia ba be fa phone Africa say de ro na ye bon ye mbone kwa. Caterers no mo kitchen ho no mo bom ho modern papa. Okọ ho so a service no so you good. Enye restaurant oba hot na 3 hours 2 hours na waduane mai. Eye one eba nso so a hyehye. Ibia ye fresh. Enti monko housing Palm Island Lodge. Na monko nya waduane endi wo ho. And a Top Connect so yes sika krabia. Omobua ma yes send sika ediko African. Ekoma ya dofunu se oba kwantu meja ye tu kwan a na ya krabusuafo se ye ba bebre na che se oba pe ebusuafo expect se ebusumi bia na se na otwe bia fa bibi bra ye bepe bibia kofie kodi enti wonya ntu kwan pe na wada na efie den efie moro memfa ne saa enti ye krase bebre enti mo bre na mo discount kwa ma mo fa nkofa baby boni bia Top Connect mo de form so a osika be kwa ko dress ndwenti download the app no omo ye sika krabia omo do sika komompo omo charge hwe and so be feel say ye boa e be ko ne pepepe omo san save sika de ma wa ye free bibi ti say o extra eno so betimi dey top up asend this sika de akọ say ko tin fifre na dey sika ko na e busuafo say ama sika na o send ye mensanka onyame ahira na mo ada Top Connect ase amaye enti yes abeko Italian nursery omo ye private nursery school omo hwe nkola from infie ba to infie ndunsia enti sa oye maame oye awofo na so oye adwuma a working mother I feel say maybe after school club me de ko be bia ya me ho maso ndwome wo de mo try Italian nursery omo wo Bohamwood nti moko hono ma omo experience carers experience teachers omo show bana ma and so omo nje boarding din bia and I sense wo Bethel videography and photography omo twamfoni omo fa video ewo public occasion say bia o ya aware o to badin o ye engagement and ade o ye event bia o ye bia no of Bethel videography and photography omo bepa aba be take on phone any video fe ne bo so nyadi enti no mo hia Bethel videography and as photography o betimi anya omo on 0754834260 enti eya mo mfre na mo booki mo events nso enka and then Bethel multimedia omo no de bia omo so ense ne ba ha ene ye producer ba ko pe ase de bia mo nim no the most experienced and high standard producer DJ Don, my only fine boy. Yeah, that was it. DJ Don said de bia uso ejuma yi e de ko ewie ye mane ye fefe nipa ba ko so de bia e was say acknowledging e Pearl Derry topics ti bebre ono na selected ba na ya choose the pe so she works behind the scene and the Pearl o ka ho bi and a ladies corner de bia na what should be etiminya topics ne bi yeden e de ba tinyame nhra bibi biara wo bia no na ejumade no koswa and then so meda the panelists so say Bra Thomas and Lady Rosie aha ena emrebe ma ye kwan say ye di ejumadi ebeden ebedru mo special host Lady Princess Mercy the original yeda mo ase se ene mo achi mo fidie e de ato Bethel multimedia na mo aso ye nsene mo anya ada ajatena se etie ye enso ya to ya adwen mo fresi mo so yeda mo ase said that mon friends musa ye share link no so a mon fama mo busuafo mo namfofo na omon join the program. It's very educative ye to ya adwene ye nim ne nyina e bia obe feel say minim ne nyina enso ye tie nsem ne bi na mo so mo de bi kan ye de ye ho a na enso ye sua free mo host na mo sua free ye ho no enti sesi a memma me panelists am mo final way e de ama etiefo e de dwumedi na e de abewie ye enti no.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, as on the first at the Panatron. Oh, I also move a tram, also not tongue. all what I'm saying is that when you go out there, dating is part of us. It's part of life. It's part of relationship building. It explores the way. It gives us the opportunity to know each other, to appreciate each other, and to make informed decisions. So out there, let's be realistic. Let's be circumspect. Let's be able to reflect and adjust. And everybody, you know yourselves. So depending on where your standards are, I will advise that when your standards are not getting met, please do a bit of adjustment. Otherwise, you are likely to go into situations where you will not like, and that will ruin everything. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lady Rosie.
Okay, thank you. I also believe that there should be standards, and of course, the standards should be realistic. Because without standards, you cannot have a compatible person. So let your standard have good standard, have realistic standard, and it's not a wrong thing to have a standard. So, like we said, if you're having a standard, let it be realistic, but don't feel that you having a high standard means you're a bad person. No, you're not. You're just making sure that you know what you want, and if you know what you want and you stay intact, you will meet the right person. So just keep praying, keep hoping, and the best of luck to you. Good night.
Thank you very much, viewers. Setting high standard is not a mistake. It makes you add value to yourself or to your expectation. So the young ones out there and my fellow women and the men, set your standard, but be flexible with them. Make sure that your standards are realistic. And make sure that those standards that you are setting as well, you can also meet them. Don't set standard for somebody that you yourself cannot even walk in their shoes. So be realistic with your standard. But I believe setting standard in your relationship or in your dating period is very, very important. Thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in. Good night. Have a lovely weekend. Bye. Thank you very much, producer. And then they good.
And they are banned to stand up, so I only see our station. Now,
Upon opening the book, something shifted. And as she read, her thoughts rearranged. Explore your story.
This is Virtuo Up. Its centrifusion technology reads each capsule.
And you wear this near to I did you. What in the kayak sama Uncle Ben said, what the cry Makumama Epufaso Unia Mammy Koa, don't worry. Me a city of wine, Subrivia Mammy Koa, don't worry. Don't cry, Mumo, Mumo, Mumo. Meshokawa na medimidiswa kaudiawa Ama benevienze obiatu supu Upe from me darling na matime boyke suse Hello sweetheart Medimi secret combination that you wakuma punini mwa Na matu safwana tupuwasi Yeah We wakuma Mama